If they made the lesbian like I showed you on the thumbnail, I bet they would have sold 1 million copies. You know, like, here's a question though. Why can't the lesbian actually look like this? Like, what would be wrong if she looked like this? We're talking about a game where two women get to butcher each other with swords, right? Like, there's blood, there's gore, there's death and murder and violence and all the nasty shit. But heaven forbid a woman has tits, because, like, that's a big problem. Like, that's what destroys our society. Like, fictional violence, murder, and rage and wrath, like, that's fine. Just don't have a woman that looks like a pinup of a 90 magazine, because our society is too fragile, right? Like, men would watch that, and they would go out and promote rape culture. The third wave feminists would be justified. Have people got retarded, though? No, like, seriously, you know? Is it like every single time I have to make one of these videos to state the obvious that sex sells? I mean, people have figured it out for the last thousands of years, but, like, someone managed to gaslight the public into believing that it's somehow evil. Everything your grandfather liked, evil. Everything your parents liked, evil. We now have to have a forward thinking, right? So, like, queerness, homosexuality, ugliness is to be promoted. Everything else, bad. So, AAA video games like Baldur's Gate, where you have sex with bears, homosexual sex, sex with demons, like, that's fine, okay? That's fine. You can even hire porn actors to actually make sex scenes in them. But anything that is like a gacha game, like an Asian game, and just have women that look pretty, that's Gunnar. That's Gunnar. That's porn brain. That's horrible. We should ban it. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that Kotaku is butthurt that people do not appreciate the lesbianism in this video game, and they considered it a bad thing. And my point is, like, no, if you made the lesbians look like on the thumbnail that I showed, I'm pretty sure, like, no one would have had the problem with it except for Sargon, because I understand he's more conservative recently, right? And he's more pious. Am I wrong though? I don't think I'm wrong. I'm looking at his Twitter, like, he doesn't like porn on tap. But still, you know, except for Sargon, everyone else would play it. So, like, that is the thing. But look. Why am I even making this rant? Because I got a little bit uppity, you know, I went right into it. But here's the thing. You have, like, this garbage of a video game that got 250,000 wishlists. And we already talked about that. But it only managed to have 800 concurrent players. Like, that's math that doesn't check out, right? And so people wanted to know, like, who the fuck made this and who paid for it? Because it's, like, so obvious that no one is going to play this shit. Like, it's a video game that's made for absolutely nobody. People that like history won't play this because, like, you play as a female knight. Doesn't make sense, right? Like, people that want a little bit of immersion or expect that maybe you hired a team of historians to make the story, like, they're going to be disappointed. People that, you know, play video games for interesting characters, they're not going to play this. I mean, this doesn't look heroic. It doesn't look like anything, you know. She looks like a little boy. She looks like a fucking little boy. And so, like, maybe homosexuals would play this, but, like, lesbians aren't even into this type of game. Like, I actually have some lesbian subscribers, none of them are interested, right? The only people that are interested in these games are YouTubers like myself, just to make fun of them. And so, apparently Smash JT actually made a little bit of research and found out that the Italian taxpayer has been paying for these games. Italy has a program in which the government is trying to promote its culture abroad, right? Like, most nations have this. It's basically, like, the government wants to promote culture so that it attracts tourism. It's a type of soft power, right? The masters of this are Japan. The United States used to be with Hollywood. And so it's no surprise that other governments, like, they want various initiatives, whether it's video game, TV shows, movies. They just want things that they've made and the world should know. Here's my question. First of all, how many people even know that this is made by Italy? Right? Money well spent, I guess. Second thing, obviously, you know, like, the government wants propaganda, and so maybe they wanted some DI. I don't know why Meloni sponsors this shit, but usually when you take a government grant for a video game, it has, like, a couple of requirements. And so the companies, like, they hire consultants, and the consultants do this shit, right? So this is where the grift is at. It's from taxpayer money, like the government gives you money to promote their culture. The consultants are earning that taxpayer money in order to make this shit. And then the problem is, like, no one plays it. Like, look, even if it was, like, propaganda to promote queerness and lesbianism and whatever the fuck, even if it was that, it's still bad propaganda if no one cares about it, right? Like, even the Soviets, like, they created a lot of propaganda through music, through movies, through art, but at least it was, like, good movies, good art, good music, you know? Like, this is not it, chief. And so Smash JT exposes this. Pirate Nation, another account, decides to go with it, and then Kotaku finds it, and they write this really weird, disgruntled article with absolutely zero journalistic ethics, claiming that, first of all, like, they couldn't even get the guy right. They couldn't even figure out that it was Smash JT that made this expose. And secondly, they call it a conspiracy theory. And it's like, what exactly is there to conspire, you dumbasses? Governments put up grants, people take the grants, you have the consultants, they put out a product that no one wants to play, and the problem is that the taxpayer money is funding it, right? There is no conspiracy here. Like, there's not, like, a couple of people in a dark room doing this shadowy cabal. Like, for most governments, this is peanuts, you know? Like, $1 million, they don't fucking care about it. But the problem is, like, there's no quality control. Like, most people probably aren't upset knowing that their government is, like, funding these initiatives so that people know about Italy's culture or whatever. But, like, they would at least want it to be something they can be proud of. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And, of course, the journalists are upset because I'm pretty sure, like, maybe their friends are grifting as well. Not in Italy, but probably in Canada, probably in similar countries, and they're freaking out. Just so you know, this is a publication that also freaked out when Steam started adding refunds. Like, these people are really deep into the industry grift. So, yeah, there's no wonder why they're upset. But look at this, right? So, again, like, the article is written by some unhinged person at a mental asylum. Metacritic gave a score of 54 to this video game and an unjustifiably ridiculous user score of 1.1. How can it be unjustifiably if only 800 concurrent players? Like, are you a game journalist? You know, like, are you supposed to be an arbiter or are you a player? Like, are you hired by this company in order to be their PR team? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, let's be honest, my brother in Christ, when you have, like, 54 Metacritic score, well, the critics are in the wrong. Like, can we admit that the critics can be in the wrong? Because, like, the critics aren't people that went through some university and they got enlightened about how video games should be like. No, the critics are random chuckleheads off the street that got hired by a multi-billion-dollar corporation to write articles, and they're going to be fired anyway because the AI can write articles better than them. And so if they gave a score of 54, they're the retards, okay? Like, the people that gave a score of 1.1, they were accurate. And these are, like, the customers, the ones that purchased the shit. And then they complain about the anti-woke crusade about the game having a lesbian romance. The lesbian romance is literally the last problem that this game has. First of all, a female knight, okay? Like, that is the first retarded thing. Secondly, a woman with a major sword going into battle, right? Like, you freak out whenever you see, like, a woman with big tits and say, that's unrealistic and we can't have that and oh my goodness, that, you know? Like, you freak out about that. But then when you have a woman with a Zweihander going around beating other men, like, that's fine. Like, there is no entertainment in this game, okay? It's just more slop. Like, we understand the Western view on women, like, all of the female characters have to be transcoded in order to push the transgender ideology, and this is why you do not want sexy female characters. This is another reason why people were upset, because it's like, okay, you want to girl boss your way in a video game that's about history. And then you bitch and whine that people complain about it, but you ignore the fact that another video game that's coming out right now, and I think it's called, like, Crimson Desert or some shit, that one has a female character that looks appealing, and your side, your leftists are attacking that developer. And nothing from Kotaku, right? Like, crickets. Again, like, journalists are supposed to be some arbiters, but as usual, they're just players in the game. Doesn't it get tiresome, though? Like, it's been more than a decade. Like, you guys lost. Your industry that you supported is in shambles. No one buys it. You know, like, you wish that people were hateful towards these developers, but the reality is people just don't care. Like, nobody cares about these developers anymore. Nobody cares about these video games. This is why they're failing. People only care in the sense that they laugh, they mock, and they ridicule. But, like, nobody is interested. Even my videos about anti-woke topics are starting to die. People are moving on. Like, they're leaving you behind. You need to change your business model. So, anyway, it was recently discovered that the video game received roughly $500,000 in government tax credits and grants via the Italian Ministry of Culture. Turns out it was funded through the Italian grant system, so the Italian taxpayer funded propaganda. Now, when are they debunking this, right? Turns out that the propaganda in question is the Italian government giving a game tax breaks to brainwash the populace into thinking Italian history is cool. Nope, is the fact that the lesbian romance exists in the game. Like, again, they're calling it a conspiracy theory, but they're not debunking the conspiracy. First of all, like, it's not a conspiracy, okay? Like, this is public records. No one is saying that the Italian government did something shady or wrong. What people are basically saying, they created a video game that nobody wants to play using taxpayer money. And maybe there should be some quality control to make sure that this doesn't happen in the future. This is what the conversation is about, Kotaku. This is what people are actually trying to say. And if you are proud of the fact that the game has a lesbian romance, well, shouldn't the game be better so that more people can enjoy that lesbian romance? Again, I don't understand. And by the way, you know, like, this idea that people are upset because it has a lesbian romance. There is so much lesbian romance in anime, and you have it in manga and Japanese video games and Nikkei. No one gives a shit, okay? You need to find out why people don't care when lesbian romance is written in Asia versus when it's written in the West. And by the way, Mass Effect, right? Like, Mass Effect used to have lesbian romance. Like, we had Liara Tusoni and other characters, and the original, not the original, but Dragon Age. Dragon Age used to have lesbian romance. Again, how the fuck is it that no one was upset then, and you believe that people were so upset right now that a video game that had 250,000 wish lists didn't manage to sell more than a couple of thousands of copies? It's a mystery, isn't it? Maybe you guys can help Kotaku figure it out. Post it in the comments section and let me know. Take care.